Guys, I am not a baker, but my brother bought a whole stack of canned peaches from Costco despite never eating peaches before. So now we're forced to explore uncharted territories because my stingy Asian blood does not allow these peaches to go to waste. This is not an original recipe because what the heck do I even know about baking? A friend sent me this recipe from Preppy Kitchen, so I hope I'm doing this right. It called for salt, but I only have the grindy type, so I guess we're seasoning the flour. Pretty sure it'll be fine. Next step is to cream the butter. I was told to cut it into slices so it creams better, but for some reason my butter is clumping instead of creaming. This is what happens when you don't warm up first. Things are way more rigid than it should be. I figured I'll consult the help of Chef Mike to soften the butter a bit, and I think it looks much better now. I kept missing, but I'm not really sure what to look for because what even is creamed butter? So after some time I just added the sugar. I don't really understand what difference it makes to add while mixing instead of stopping, but I'll trust the process. Once that's incorporated, I added the eggs one by one. I use extra large because that's all I have, even though the recipe called for large, but pretty sure it'll be fine. Sour cream is a tough one because the Arctic cows have beef with me. I use vegan sour cream, which on its own tastes quite good, but I'm not sure if it'll do what it's supposed to do for the cake. Maybe the sour cream is just there for taste, because then that would be fine, but if it's got something to do with needing cow particles to activate some chemical reaction that'll make the cake, then we're cooked, fam. I've drained and dried these peaches as much as I could, but it won't stop oozing. As I'm mixing, I noticed that the batter isn't really sticking to the peaches, that they kind of just separate like oil and water. I should have let the peaches air dry a little bit more, but really, ain't nobody got time for that. The last few peaches I set aside to do a little design on top before dusting with sugar. Theoretically, the sugar should caramelize and make the peaches in the top crispy. I baked at 350 for 30 minutes instead of 45 because I'm using smaller pans than the recipe. It looks fine after letting it cool for an hour, so I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. I'm not sure how you're supposed to flip it over again after flipping it out of the pan, so I used my bare hands. It didn't fall apart, and there's no batter sticking to my knife as I'm cutting into it, so I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. What the heck? My cake fell apart. Obviously that means I have to eat it, and it tastes exactly like what I imagine a peach cake would taste like. But there were so many moist spots around the peaches that I wish I used less. Ironically, my brother thought different because he preferred the moist. I guess to each their own. Comment below what you think I should make with canned peaches next.